So the difference between InStream and any kind of different CRM that you can find currently on the market is that all of these guys, they focused 100% only about sales, which means that give you the opportunity to put the leads and opportunities and collect some additional data about customers, and straight away they go into reports. So very often you have to, for example, while you're sending the email, you have to go to the platform, then write what you just did. So you waste a lot of time. In InStream, our goal was to focus on communication. We are the platform which allows you manage your sales processes better, easier, and focus on the communication with customer. But also at the same time, we allows the different department of your company to have a communication with your contacts, business partners, any kind of a business communication also in the same place. So even though if you're not looking for a software typical to support the sales, InStream is a perfect fit also. So in InStream, the most important thing is the left bar. This is actually the place when you will be managing all the most important processes. As you may realize here in the contact tab, we collect all of your contacts. So as typically in a CRM, we collect all of the information about the contacts you will keep in a system and the companies which are related with these companies, with these contacts, I'm sorry. So we will collect a full details about your contacts customers. The reason that we separate people and companies is because actually in the market, many times you communicate with the people not related with any company, and from the other side, a lot of time you communicate with a person which is related with more than one company. That's how in InStream, this is very related with each other, but still we separate information about the companies and information about the contact, so people relate with these companies. And this thing which make us different than any kind of a platform is that while here we collect contacts and companies, so all basic details about them, here up on the communication we have a lists in which we keep communication with these people and companies. So we split it, because sometimes you just have a contact in database with different contacts you communicate at the same time. So we've decided, let's put communication in here with contacts you collect in here. So step by step, I will show you how does it work within the sales process, and also how can you manage the different daily communication with your contacts. Let's start from the fourth list, which are focused on the sales processes, which means acquiring leads, manage these leads, then convert them into opportunities, then hopefully change these opportunities into relations with customers. Sometimes you will need a list from which one you can support your customers. Then we will talk about those two different type of relations, but let's focus about those typical four. The lead list. Leads, which is so much important in our business, acquiring leads nowadays from different places like online forums, like social selling, like cold calling, like cold mailing. So a lot of different sales methodologies to acquiring leads. And what actually we are able to do with these leads in InStream. So the lead list and also the customer opportunities list, both those leads are based on the 4 views. We create 4 different type of a view to work with the leads, because we felt like each of this view give you the different point of view and different information. The grid view, this is the view in which I see all of my leads gathered in the list. So you may realize that the lead list consists the communication with the people from a companies So this is my lead. You may realize that always when you have this online form on your website, someone is leaving the contact request is a guy from a company who is interested in your business. That's why the leads, of course, are communication with the guys from a companies who are your leads. And this grid view allows you to manage all of your leads from a one place. And to do so, we decide to give you a full chance to customize this view. What does it mean? It means that the grid view allows you to collect any kind of information about your leads. Each list has 4 type of columns, like this one. And to decide about the order of the columns or what kind of columns do you want to have on a grid view, you can just click here on the end of a list. So here I can decide about the order of the columns, or also I can decide to add some additional columns into my grid view. We have a 4 type of columns. I will focus on those 2, which is custom one and intelligent one. Intelligent columns are columns which are implemented with the business intelligent algorithms, and they are automatically providing you with some details. You have also status column, which is the default column on each list. So this column allows you to create different statuses, so then you can tag your leads and decide on what status of the relation the lead is. Sorry for the quality, I just had a demo, just delete those 2 and just save it. You may realize how easy it is to edit statuses. The system will update it. So I have, again, with my statuses. So most of my leads are on a new lead status. Some are already in progress. So I automatically know on what statuses are my leads currently. What also I can learn is that all of these leads are 30, 90, 30, again, 7, 6 days in a current status. The last communication was usually yesterday, 2 days ago, or sometimes there was no communication. I know from the leads came from, because we have a special lead source when I can collect the source of a lead. I know when the lead was created, who is the owner of the lead. I know what was the form of the last communication. So all of these intelligent columns, they just present you some details about your leads. If I would like to add a column which want to have to collect additional information, like for example, I create my own column, which is custom type, which tells me if the lead, so the person already is on a trial version in InStream. So if I know that the guy is, I can select yes, and in here, yes. If I want to add some more column custom one, we have more than 40 columns. I'm sorry, like 8 columns, and you can decide what kind of type of column you want to create, and automatically it will be created here. The reason that we create those columns is not only to have very fast view and access to information about your leads, but also using the filters, you can filter all of your grid view based on any kind of information. For example, based on a status and any kind of additional column I have, name, owner, when it was created and stuff. So I can filter and focus on just the group of the leads which actually interest me. What is also cool in InStream is that within the list, the particular lead list, InStream is telling me in which lead something happened. You may realize that I have 2 notifications. Here connect with this lead, and 8 notifications in here, and some 1 notifications in here. So 8 things happen in this lead since I was there last time. 1 thing happened here, 1 thing happened here, 1 thing here. So what I have to do to see what exactly happened within the lead? Perhaps it was a message, perhaps it's I don't know, like a note, or my friend just changed the status. A lot of things can happen. To learn more about the leads, I can change from the grid view to the stream view. So now, still here, I have my leads. I still see in which lead something happened. But here we have a stream view. So the place when we collect emails and a lot of information about our leads. So you may realize here, I see all emails and communication with the Lucas. Probably you wonder from where I have these emails. InStream can be synchronized with any kind of a mailbox in the world. So we just copy paste communication from your mailbox, we monitor it. So all emails, both sent and received, will be here. But also you can use InStream to send emails. On this stream view, especially on the timeline, here we collect, you see the emails, you can register the event like phone call, meeting, you can leave some comments. Okay, I see there is a question. We have a 20 seconds delay, so sometimes I will be much more farther and then I will answer, unfortunately. So Yannick asked me, can we add custom column to contact also? Yes, of course. So to be honest, I will go to the contacts later, so I will show you it, but the answer is already yes, of course. So let's go further with this with this stream view. So on that stream view, here on the timeline, I see the communication. I can register events, comment, I can comment the emails, tag my friends and stuff. If I will decide like, okay, I want to be remembered to call Lucas next week. So I can jump into follow-up. I can choose the type of a follow-up. I can make the description, and what is more important, select the day I want to be remembered about it. So the 13th of November. No worries about the interruption. If you guys have any question, just ask. And I'm adding the follow-up. So follow-up just appeared in here. It will automatically jump into my calendar. If my calendar is synchronized with the Google Calendar, it will go to my Google Calendar. And also it goes to my dashboard, so I will be remembered at the proper moment about this call. Let's go back in the timeline. Let's imagine I'm talking with Lucas. He just called me, we just spoke, and there's like 2 weeks later, I have to make the follow-up. So I'm really wonder what are Lucas currently up to. I have this timeline, and I know that we just spoke last few days about his issue, but I would be very curious what is he currently doing. So here on a social feed, if you from your contact details synchronize this guy's social media like Facebook and Twitter, so here we will present you his tweets and posts. So it's kind of a social selling functionality, like we are one of the first who made this such a thing. So from this timeline, when you have this communication, before I will call the guy or send him email again, first I can check his social activity to use this additional, perhaps like first row, like, hey, I just realized that you guys changed the office, perfect, I hope you like it. So okay, but let's step to the business. It really is really very strong attitude to use in a sales. So on a stream view, in real time, you work with your leads. Then, of course, you can check all of the leads, so the notification went down, since I just checked all of them. Then I'm going back to the grid view. So the result of my work on a stream view can be seen, of course, on the grid view, because here that's where came from the information like email, last communication form and date, because all of the details are registered in a stream view. If the grid view has for you too much information, like I will be just want to know like on which stage I am and I don't care about the rest, you can jump into pipe view. Pipe view, based on your statuses, create you the Kanban board, so you can move, if I will have more statuses, from the left to the right out of your leads. If you decide that the lead should be converted, just put like this, and you can convert lead into opportunity. If we will talk about sales, you probably guys know that the lead is a person from a company. But in B2B, when you have a opportunity, it is no longer a person from a company, but opportunity is a company, and you have few people as a point of contact. That's how opportunities list is the list when I have communication with the companies. So as a process, when I have a lead, and I will take an example, the first lead, so it's Sofia Santos from EAD company, and I will decide she is my opportunity now. I can select her, I can convert this lead into opportunity, decide that here I want to shut down opportunity as a usually win, and convert it as a new opportunity. Confirm the company. If I would like to add at this stage more point of contact, can find them from database or create new people, or just convert lead into opportunity. So I just jumped automatically into opportunities list when I have relations with these companies. If I will go on the bottom of my list, I will find the relation with this company, and the relation with her. So you may realize that this is the difference and the benefit of it. Here, I'm sorry, I have EAD, so I have the opportunity with the company, and Sofia is just my point of contact. As you may realize, here as a point of contact, I see there are a few people. So this is the difference, that if I will go to the stream view of opportunity list, because now it's communication with whole company, here on the stream timeline, I have point of contact and I'm monitoring communication with few people at the same time. No matter if I'm sending emails once to one guy, different day on a different guy, all communication will be here. I can, of course, filter it, again, make some comments and stuff. If I will go to the grid view of an opportunity list, there are also a few different columns, like value of an opportunity, forecast closing date of opportunity, and probability of winning of this opportunity. These three information are used to reports, for example, I'm using filter at the end of a month. I have a special filter which I've made. Please show me all of the opportunities which have more than 70%. So probably I will shut them down this month. Okay. There is one more question. A side question, can you recommend some book or PDF where we can read more about lead opportunity concept? I knew the CRM, so I'm a bit confused, but these terms and works in general, thanks. Okay, so the very, very short break in showing you, fill your pipeline. I would love to recommend you some book about the lead and opportunity, how the pipeline looks and how to acquire leads and stuff. I actually wrote this kind of a PDF. I've wrote it with the partnership of the VP of Sales of LinkedIn, VP of Sales of Brand24, Call Page, UXPin, some cool SaaS companies. Here, you guys, I'm sending you the link, so you can, of course, download the book. From a book, you will learn a lot about the lead management, a lot about the social selling, about the cold mailing, so the way you can acquire more leads in the outbound sales. Let's go back to our system. I told you that the grid view of the opportunities, it's a little bit different. Let's talk general again. InStream allows you to collect contacts in one place and then keep communication with people in companies on different lists, depend on what stage it is. If this is the person you just met, it's your customer, you put contact in here, communication with the guy will be on the lead list. After the communication went on a different stage, you relate the guy with the company, put the communication with this company on opportunities list. I keep my fingers to convert the guy into customer. So all of the communication with my customers is on that list. If I will go back to my opportunities list, here the pipe view is really help you with your daily work, because it's very simple, easy, clear. You can work with your opportunities and move them from the left to the right. You can convert them as a win deal. And each list, of course, collect reports. So here we have a special report which shows you the activity of your sales team. It's a very new in the sales, but sometimes companies give a target of activities to the sales reps, like no matter if he make a target of the acquired customer, but he have to make at least some point of phone calls, meetings, and emails. Not everyone is believing this kind of methodology, but it works. So you can set up the points and see how much active your sales rep are. You can go to the report, see how much leads do you have, or like opportunities, see how much did you shut down as a win, as a loss. Since we are very young, just 3 months on the market company, within the next few months, we will provide you with much more reports. There is this customer list I said, and there is the help desk list when you have this typical like tickets from a support. So here like an additional columns like ticket ID or a priority. So having those four lists, you can support the communication with the person from the first time contact, which is a lead stage, then to qualify him and proceed with him, which is opportunity stage, then move this communication with this company into customers. As a result, in the database, here we have all information about this company and the point of contacts. What happened if you guys don't want to go with these leads and opportunities? So we so much like to support these non-sales companies. So we've created two kinds of different list types. Very, let's say, like neutral one. So here in the personal relation, you can create your lists in which you collect communication just with the people. For example, I have a list of the people who are, let's say, a community members. So here I have communication with people from my database, and this communication regards this membership. I can customize the list and collect communication with each of these guys. With different people, I have a list because I organize a workshop. So I have a list of people who are attending the workshop. So this communication on that list regards the attending the workshop. If I want to have this customized list with companies, those are business list type. So I, for example, let's say I have kind of a wood suppliers. So here on that list, I keep communication with companies who are the wood suppliers. So generally, you keep communication with the companies who are not your leads and not your opportunities, not your customers. As a result of having all of these lists and inside the list relations, inside the relation communication and stuff, in the contact, as I already told you, we collect details about these companies you have communication with. So for example, I will go to the, let's say, speed up group, which is our customer. I'm going into this company detailed view. And what I can learn from here, I can learn that this is basic details about a custom file. So generally, you just ask about these custom files. So you can once for each of the companies and once for each of the people, customize this custom file by just clicking managed, and it can be text column, I mean like filed, pick list, number list, list, file, date. Actually, there any kind of information can collect about both people and companies. Here on the right, I see the people related with this company, so a point of contact, and also InStream is telling me, listen, Philip, from those 4 people, Martin is the person you have the best relation with. So he, based on a communication, suggests me with whom I should connect with this company. And also he's telling me, listen, Philip, when it comes to communication with this company, the whole communication with this company is currently kept on a customer list. So I can now click here and go into customer list and go on this grid view of that list, or automatically click stream view. So it will take me to that list, customers, stream view, communication with speed up, all emails with the folks in here. If I want to go back on the speed up, can click here, or click again companies, and again find speed up and go back to find the speed up company. And it's the same with the people. If I will go currently to Arcadius, I may realize that Arcadius is a person who is related with the speed up, but he was not in this communication with speed up. I have definitely different relation with Arek in a help desk list. So this guy, probably my communication with him is on a help desk list. So he had to contact me and ask for some help. So my relation with Arek is on that list in here. But I currently want to shut down this relation. It's resolved. And I would like to have communication with Arek with this communication within the speed up. So I'm going to this relation with speed up here. And what I can just do is add more point of contact into this one relation with this company, even though add all of these guys. Done. So in this one relation, I have currently communication with all guys from this company. So we can customize this view, synchronize social media, collect this information, and that's it. So generally, very simple tool. In the contacts, we collect the details about people in companies and informing you where, on which list you can find communication with these contacts. Very important thing, if you don't have any relation with the person on one of the list, InStream is not monitoring communication with him. So what happened there? On your home, you will probably receive an email if he will send you an email. So if the person is already in the database, you can click it and you can create a relation. If contact is not created, you can create a contact. If the contact is created, InStream will take you automatically into the stage that you choose on which relation you want to put, on which list you want to put relation with the guy. So based on a new email, you can create a contact and put communication with the contact in one of your lists. So as a case study, if you will receive inbound lead, you can click, it will be like, hey guys, I love your product. Perfect. Let's create a contact. This contact, we've done that, it's already created. So let's create a contact and put the communication with the contact on the lead list and just start to communicate with the guy. Here is also calendar, which can be synchronized with the Google. From the stream view, you can add these follow-ups, but also you can click here on the calendar, create follow-up, assign follow-up to your colleagues. And here are still notifications. So you're all the time informed if something happened in InStream. For example, if you will receive an email like I have in here, I received email from Anna, click in it, it takes me directly to the relation with Anna, and that's it. And I can always go back. Always go back and see the Anna from that point of view. Here on the dashboard, I have all of the follow-ups I had planned. So I can click like, okay, I have to call Dawi Shin today, but I have no idea about what did we talked about. Okay, let's see the stream view. Automatically, system takes me into the stream view. So here I have all communication gathered with the lady. So this is generally it. For